We're thrilled to have you back on our channel Thailand Asia News and Travels. If you're new, a warm welcome to you. Don't miss out on any updates. Hit that subscribe button and stay connected with us. The sanctity of a Buddhist temple, a place of peace and spiritual refuge, was shattered in Thailand. The serene atmosphere, usually filled with the murmur of prayers and the scent of incense, was replaced by the stench of death. Wildlife carcasses, a grisly tableau of horns, hides, and bones, were discovered within the temple grounds. The shocking discovery pointed to a disturbing reality: the involvement of the residing abbot, Kun Kitachai Waradhamo, in illegal wildlife hunting. This revelation sent shockwaves through the community, raising questions about the intersection of faith, ethics, and the environment. According to Buddhist doctrine, the prohibition of killing is a fundamental commandment that monks, nuns, novices, and laypeople must follow. Buddhist monks must observe 227 precepts, of which Kitachai violated a very important precept. Kitachai is not the first monk to engage in the hunting and consumption of wild animals. In April, 2 monks and 2 novices were accused of hunting wild animals in the Pu Kio Nature Reserve in Aizan's Chayafam province. The 5 monks and novices were accused of taking part in a hunting expedition and entering the shrine specifically for this purpose. However, all the accused priests denied the allegations and insisted that they did not bring weapons into the forest. We suggest reviewing our news report on the matter. The link are provided below. They admitted to taking some carcasses from the forest, but claimed that this was a ceremony to confer merit for the souls of the animals. The image of a serene Buddha statue juxtaposed against the gruesome findings of animal carcasses was jarring. It was a clear and unsettling indication of the violation of a sacred space. The temple, meant to be a sanctuary for all beings, became a grim testament to the exploitation of the very creatures Buddhism holds sacred. This discovery unearthed a deeply disturbing contradiction between the expected conduct of a spiritual leader and the reality of the situation. The discovery of the carcasses wasn't just about the illegal act itself, it represented a betrayal of trust. The abbot, a figure revered for his spiritual guidance, was now implicated in a crime against nature. The incident forced a reassessment of the role of religious leaders and the responsibility they bear in protecting all forms of life. The incident in Thailand brings to light a disconcerting conflict: religious figures engaging in the exploitation of wildlife. This case, while shocking, is not isolated. Across religions and continents, there have been instances where individuals claiming spiritual authority have been found complicit in activities harmful to wildlife. Such actions contradict the fundamental tenets of many religions, which often emphasize compassion, respect for all beings, and stewardship of the environment. Buddhism, in particular, preaches ahimsa, the principle of non-violence and respect for all living creatures. The abbot's alleged actions directly contravene this fundamental principle, sparking outrage and disappointment among Buddhists in Thailand and beyond. This incident serves as a harsh reminder that the illegal wildlife trade operates across all levels of society, even infiltrating institutions meant to embody ethical behavior. The incident has ignited a debate about the role of religious leaders in conservation efforts. Religious institutions often hold significant sway over communities, particularly in rural areas where traditional beliefs are deeply intertwined with local practices. This influence presents a unique opportunity to promote conservation and ethical treatment of wildlife. Religious leaders, by virtue of their position, have a platform to advocate for the protection of endangered species and their habitats. This incident in Thailand transcends the geographical and religious context. It underscores a universal ethical dilemma. The exploitation of wildlife, driven by greed and disregard for life, poses a significant threat to biodiversity and ecological balance. Religious leaders, often seen as moral compasses, have a crucial role to play in condemning such actions. The exploitation of wildlife for personal gain, as seen in this case, raises questions about our ethical responsibilities towards other species. The illegal wildlife trade is a global crisis, pushing many species towards extinction. It thrives on demand for exotic pets, traditional medicines, and luxury goods. This demand fuels a cruel and unsustainable industry, decimating wildlife populations and disrupting ecosystems. This incident underscores the interconnectedness of all living beings. The exploitation of one species inevitably impacts the delicate balance of the entire ecosystem. The loss of biodiversity has far-reaching consequences, impacting not just wildlife, but also human communities that depend on these ecosystems for their livelihoods and well-being. The discovery of the wildlife carcasses within the Thai temple immediately triggered legal repercussions. Thai law, like international conventions such as CITES, which is the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, strictly prohibits the hunting, possession, or trade of endangered species. The abbot's alleged involvement in these illegal activities carries severe penalties, including imprisonment and hefty fines. The legal response to this incident is crucial. It serves as a deterrent against future violations and underscores the seriousness of wildlife crimes. Enforcement of wildlife protection laws is often challenging, requiring resources, expertise, and political will. However, cases like this highlight the importance of strong legal frameworks and their effective implementation to protect endangered species. The legal ramifications of this case extend beyond the individual involved. The temple itself, as the site of the crime, could face sanctions, potentially including temporary closure or restrictions on its activities. This aspect underscores the shared responsibility of institutions in upholding the law and ensuring their members act in accordance with ethical and legal standards. The discovery of the wildlife carcasses sent shockwaves through the local community. The villagers, who once viewed the abbot with reverence and trust, grappled with feelings of betrayal and disappointment. The incident sparked outrage and led to calls for swift justice and accountability. The community's faith in their spiritual leader was shaken, leaving them questioning the very foundations of their beliefs. The incident also ignited a broader debate within Thai society about the role of religion and the responsibility of religious leaders in wildlife conservation. The scandal prompted calls for greater transparency and accountability within religious institutions. It highlighted the need for religious leaders to actively promote ethical behavior and environmental stewardship among their followers. The incident had a ripple effect, extending beyond the immediate community. News of the abbot's alleged involvement in wildlife crimes spread quickly, attracting national and international attention. This unwanted spotlight brought scrutiny to Thailand's efforts to combat wildlife trafficking and highlighted the ongoing challenges in protecting endangered species. The incident in Thailand, while geographically isolated, holds global significance. It serves as a stark reminder that the illegal wildlife trade is a complex, multifaceted issue, entwined with cultural, religious, and socioeconomic factors. The abbot's alleged actions, though shocking, are a symptom of a larger systemic problem. This incident compels us to confront uncomfortable truths about the exploitation of wildlife. It forces us to examine our own roles as consumers, often unknowingly complicit in this illicit trade. The demand for exotic pets, traditional medicines, and luxury goods fuels the illegal wildlife trade, perpetuating a cycle of cruelty and environmental degradation. The incident in Thailand is a call to action. It underscores the urgent need for a multi-pronged approach to combat the illegal wildlife trade, encompassing stricter law enforcement, community engagement, and education. It highlights the crucial role of religious leaders and institutions in promoting ethical behavior and environmental stewardship. Only through a concerted global effort can we hope to protect endangered species and preserve the delicate balance of our planet. Hey, wild and wonderful viewers! Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's spark a discussion that will make a real difference in protecting our precious planet. Your voice matters, so don't be shy. Join the conversation now. Farewell until next time.